right, welcome fans of Fuzz, both flexible and ferocious. This is the new Fuzz 292 from JDM pedals, a formula we've cooked up that's meant to give you a lot more flexibility out of an otherwise relatively simple control set on a fuzz pedal. Now these are a combination of some very cool transistors. The sum of the numbers happens to add up to 292. That's how we came up with the name. It's a BC109 and a BC183. The 183 was kind of famous for the as being Eric Johnson's fuzz transistor of choice. If that means anything to you, a lot of people say it's a lot of mojo and baloney. In any case, it sounds good, so that's the only thing to bother with. So let's start off with just going over the clean tone that I'm using with the fuzz off. Just running the Fender American Strat into a Career by Felleretta 5-watt guitar amp. And that's available in Europe. I don't know if it's available in the States, but a very cool, inexpensive little 5-watt guitar amp. No frills, really simple. I'm not using the big Marshall Stereotone 18-watt this time because some people were saying, oh, you know, boutique amp, blah, blah, blah. Let's hear how the pedals sound without that. Well, it doesn't get much simpler or kind of budget-friendly than that Career amp or something like the Epiphone, what is that one? Sort of like the Blues Junior, simple tube amp. So you just want to have a little drive on it, you know, set so that it's just pushing a little bit. Okay, so when you dig in, you're getting a little grit from the amp, and that's a super setting to start off with the fuzz. Now, the idea with these fuzz pedals is that there is no fuzz control. They're basically set to full on, depending on each setting. Anybody who's kind of used to using a fuzz pedal will know you basically control the amount of fuzz by keeping your volume. Let your volume do the talking. Okay, as I crank the volume. Okay, you start getting more fuzz. Back it off. Back it off more. Okay, and you start to get that great fuzz sparkle. Now, there are 3 voicings on both of these pedals here. This is our 2-knob version in hammered blue. The 3-knob version is in a translucent red. And in the 2-knob version, you've got a volume control and a tone control. And then the 3 voicings. The important thing are the 3 voicings. Let me run through those quick. I'm just going to switch to the bridge pickup of the Strat, and I'll keep the volume first of all at about 5 or 6. The treble voicing here is, well, a little more trebly. It's got a little more gain than the sort of standard low position, the middle position here. It's a 3-position switch. Okay, high has got a lot of gain. You can hear it immediately picking up the buzz from my monitor here, which I'm sitting right in front of. In the treble position, okay, that's at about half there. If I go to this neck and middle pickups position here, that's where I was doing that rhythm guitar in the little demo track. Okay, or the neck, the neck position. Okay, that gives you that really great stringy Strat rhythm sound. If you switch just into the regular low fuzz position with that similar setting, it's going to just simply be a little warmer. Okay, I got the tone down, so you might want to bring that back up, you know, if you're using that one. And if that treble was too trebly for you in a particular situation. Okay, it's got a little less gain too in there. Okay. So, and that one will also get you to pretty much full-on fuzz. That has a very germanium-ish kind of sound in that position, just with a little bit more of the treble rolled off, a more moderate fuzz. And then that treble position will give you that more kind of silicon fuzz bite and a little bit more gain. All right. Now, in the high position, that's the full-on fuzz fanatic freak out. Even if I back the volume way down, that's barely going to clean up. That high gain position is for those of you that want a real heavy fuzz for like some massive stoner rock kind of wall of fuzz kind of sounds. All right, so we got 3 voices on each one of these. Volume, just the output of your pedal, that's real obvious, and tone. You know, you can roll that back and it'll kind of warm it up a little bit. Okay, so let's switch over to the other pedal here. Now the this is the one I was using that for that lead guitar sound. Okay, you can hear I've got that bias control. I mean, you can see that there. Got this tape down so it doesn't slide around. See, the bias is that middle knob here. And what that does will let you kind of starve out the transistor, the second transistor, and get that sort of gated, Velcro-y fuzz sound. Okay, it's got that real Velcro-y kind of sound. In the middle, you're going to be into your more standard, well-rounded sort of fuzz sound. That is in the high gain position here at the moment. This one I had to rotate the switch around and make everything fit. So high is up, your low position is there, and your treble position is down. And you know, if you pick up one of these, it'll have, you know, the description of what's in there. It's pretty obvious anyway. Bias will also let you get a real thumpy, goopy, crunchy sound all the way to the left here too. And of course, in the super high gain position, it's even more disgusting. With a sort of alien grunge edge to it. Okay, I hope that is interesting to you. Listen to those sounds. If this is the fuzz you're looking for, drop me a line, and we're going to set you up with one. The 3-knob version will have selectable knobs. You can customize this yourself if you don't care to have the tone switch. If you say, hey, treble, I want full-on treble, and leave it up here and here, you could set it so that the tone's all the way up all the time. Take that pot off and give you a bias, or you know, leave the bias and give you a pre-gain kind of thing there, which would be like allowing you to also, you know, cool off some of the other fuzz positions a little bit. Okay, switched over to an SG here with Seymour Duncan humbuckers in there. Okay, crank up the volume. I always find with humbuckers that little boost at the end happens really fast. So you roll that volume down, and then that last kick into full-on fuzz is really right there in the last little rotation of the pot. Okay, let's check this out. Little Sabbath for us. Ooh, that sounds good. So anyway, treble position here for that Iommi kind of sound. Leave the treble up and bridge pickup, and that's got a really cool retro fuzzy thing. Anyway, you can get some very cool Queens of the Stone Agey kind of goopy, fuzzed out sounds by messing with that bias pot here also. Alright, and on the other end here, you give you a lot more bass. You'll actually wind up rolling off a little bass if you decrease the volume. You know, you might want to, a lot of people think, I crank everything, but if you roll that down, it's going to roll off some of the basses. This shoves more into the circuit, so you're going to wind up getting a good chunky sound. That intense bass starts to come up there, and then I'll get more gated and synthy over here. So some cool stuff to be had there with the real heavy side of the spectrum. Okay, and in your regular middle fuzz position, I think that's also pretty cool for just good classic rock kind of riffage. All right, so overall, flexible with a humbucker as well. Hope that's helpful to you for checking out some other styles. Again, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time around.